Hey gang, welcome to the very first edition of Doc's Dumpster by request, where it's a review of the movie Street Fighter. And this one is the movie that a lot of you guys picked as the #1 worst video game turn movie. Unfortunately, I lost a lot of names as to who picked it, but the only two I was able to save, because a lot of paperwork got accidentally tossed out when I was trying to clean out our old computer desk. But the only names I was able to save were Resident Vania77 and Of the Flame 6. So, but yeah, this is still the #1. Yeah, you guys got that already. Okay. M. Bison has made a civil war, and Guile is his main enemy. He's on a mission to try and rescue a bunch of people that are being held hostage. Bison wants $20 billion in 3 days, or he's going to eliminate them. So it's Guile's mission to try to recruit as many men as he can to try to go in there and rescue the hostages. Meanwhile, a lot of different other plots going on in the movie, including a lot of the characters that were in the video game in the movie. Chun-Li is a reporter. Honda is her cameraman. Dalsum is all kinds of things happening in this movie. Too many plots to really go over to try to remember all of them. It's kind of like watching WWE nowadays. You're trying to keep up with too many storylines, and you just kind of fade out, or you get interested in something and they pull the rug underneath you. Anyway, it finally comes down to Guile and Bison meeting, and they have a fight. Guile, of course, dominates most of the fight until Bison winds up going on to some sort of whatever that thing is right there he's on. He winds up electrocuting himself and comes back bigger and stronger. They fight again. Bison mostly dominates the fight because he has electricity or something like that going through him, and he almost defeats Guile completely until Guile gives him a big old super kick into a huge monitor, which I believe that's the one that you see right there with Jean-Claude Van Damme in it. And apparently it finally takes out Bison. And the remaining people who are in the movie, I can't name them all because I don't really remember them all. They strike a pose when there's a big explosion happening, and you see the Street Fighter logo. And in a post-credit scene, it looks like that Bison was not defeated. He winds up punching through a bunch of rubble. And the movie stars, as you can see right there, Jean-Claude Van Damme and Raul Julia in his final role. Now, you guys say it belongs in a dumpster, but the big question is, well, do I agree? Sorry, I can't agree with you guys on this one. Okay, hear me out. The movie made almost $100 million at the box office. Pretty much every other movie that came before this one was a pretty big flop. I have to admit, was this movie perfect in any way, shape, or form? No way. But I think the movie tried to rely on Jean-Claude Van Damme to carry the movie and make it sort of the kind of movie that people are going to go watch. But Guile was supposed to be American. Jean-Claude Van Damme is from Brussels. You got Raul Julia, who's supposed to be, I believe, Russian. It's been a really long time since I played the games. And really, a lot of the characters in this movie are completely misused. When I played the game, I liked playing Dalsum. I liked the way he could always stretch his legs and his arms to take out his enemies. He was pretty cool. But they really misdone, I guess you could say. Also, like I said, a lot of the characters in this movie. But strangely and oddly enough, it at the time I think was the biggest hit video game turn movie. I think before Mortal Kombat came along. And, yeah, I enjoyed it. I watched it sometime after it came out on video, and Well, honestly, I've always wanted a copy of it. I had a copy of it one time, on video. No idea what happened to it. I think somebody stole it. That's probably what happened. But yeah, this movie, I enjoyed it. It's not perfect, but it's fun. It's a fun watch. And however you feel about it, let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree. Whether you agree with everybody who said this was the worst video game turned movie, or if you disagree and say it wasn't as bad as it was. But like I said, it has its flaws, but it's still a fun movie to watch. Want to give special thanks to Resident Vania77 and Of the Flame 6 for sending in, for picking this one for the first ever episode. And I promise you guys, there's going to be some movies I'm going to review for this series that I will be agreeing with you guys on. So you can bet on that. But it's going to do it for this first episode, and got a lot more to go. So take care, you guys. Thanks for watching. God bless you all. And as always, stay strong and rock on.